Hi, this is Bruce Buffer, and you're listening to the Brats and Beard Podcast.
Welcome back, tailgaters! What is going on out there, Brats and Beers world? Drew, what are you yelling over there? Go Lynx, or what was that?
I was doing something from a Goofy movie. I don't know.
The Goofy movie? I love that movie.
Yeah, there's like the guy, he's got the cheese in his hand. He's like, shut up!
Dude, what a great movie. Cody, have you seen the Goofy movie?
I can't see you guys right now. Can you guys see me?
I can see you, yeah. You're moving around.
It just is your little emojis on there.
Are you guys drinking anything tonight? What do you guys got going on?
Sean or Drew, tell them what you got.
So I opened up a Busch Light down here, and my fridge is set to frozen, and it just exploded all over the table.
Cody, what are you drinking? Some vodka?
Corona Light tonight.
Nice. I just got a Bud Light, so ice cold.
Nice, man.
The mountains are blue.
Nope.
Question of the day. Would you rather get $1 million today or get paid $50 every month for the rest of your life?
Let me just do the quick math here.
Did you say $50 a month?
Yeah.
So that'd be 20,000 weeks or 20,000 months. I'm not going to live to be 384, so I'll take the $1 million now.
Yeah, I would do that for sure. I saw a thing there like it's a no-brainer. Take the $50. I'm like, no, what?
$50
a month?
Do you mean a day, Sean?
No, I don't know. The thing said a month that I looked up.
Sean, that would be 384.
It said a month on whatever I saw. It said a month.
How could you live off of that?
Should we do it? Well, you'd have to work too.
Yeah, dude, that's 384 years it would take for you to...
All right. Would you rather get the $1 million now or $50 a day?
Let's do that then. Well, I mean, do I have to like pay tax if I get the $1 million now?
No.
So it'd be dumb because if you got the million now, you could invest it and that would grow at least a 10% interval over time, so you'd make more money.
Right?
Yeah, this is a dumbass question. Who said $50 a day?
Dude, I don't know. That's the thing I saw, and that's what it said. I thought it was stupid too and a no-brainer, but I thought you would come in and be like, you defend it because you always have some smart-ass remarks about going against me. I thought you'd be like, $50 a day, duh.
Dude, it'd still be like 54 years for you to get that $1 million.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Sean, how about this? How about you double my money every day, I'll start at a penny.
How about no?
I think it's like really short, like a month to hit $1 million.
It is crazy. I remember they like taught us that in like 3rd grade. That was before I knew math, so still don't know math.
That was a good question, man.
Yeah.
That was one of your worst questions. I don't think that if you put it on a poll, I don't think anybody would say they want $50 a day.
Well, the last question you came up with was a great one.
I got a good question for you guys. What would you be willing to pay for your favorite team to go, like, you pay this amount of money and they're going to make the Super Bowl, the NBA Finals, the NHL Finals?
They're just going to make it? They're not going to win it?
Just to make it. What would you give up for them to get there? Let's ask Drew because they're not in the playoffs ever. So the finals.
Of the Timberwolves?
It could be Timberwolves. It could be Wild. It could
really
be
any
Vikings.
Team if you want.
Yeah.
Well, considering I only have $10 to my name right now, there's that. But if I had a hypothetical amount of money, wow, I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know what it's like. I'll say $500,000.
Damn, dropping some coin.
I was gonna say like 500.
But I'd have to get
Sean
like
will pay 500, but he's gonna give you $50 a month for the next 100 months.
Would you rather have $500 now or a penny for the next 2 years?
Would you here? I'll add on top of it. Would you guys rather have the Packers win the Super Bowl in the next 2 years or have $1 million?
I'd rather have $1 million.
For sure.
Ooh.
They broke my heart enough that they owe me at least $1 million.
Yeah, they deserve to give us $1 million.
It caused cardiac issues in my later years for sure.
Yeah. And you guys are like part owners, aren't you?
I'm not.
No. Let's go into some tailgating. Let's talk some Major League Baseball. So the Brewers are tied right now for the top of the NL Central. That's pretty exciting. Anything else? That's all I know about baseball right now. So.
The Twins swept the Rangers. Yeah.
Oh.
I saw today's the first game. It's Dodgers Padres. It's the first time that the Dodgers have been an underdog in 150 consecutive games,
What?
including the
Wow.
playoffs.
Wow. I saw everyone was making a big deal about that game, but I didn't really look into why. But that would be a big
150
deal.
Even counting the playoffs, that's kind of crazy because if you think of them going to like the World Series and they're still the favorite in every game of the series, it's insane.
That is kind of mind blowing, actually.
So go Dodgers.
No, go Padres.
They both suck. Is Manny Machado still a Padre?
Yeah, he's a Padre.
Yeah, fuck the Padres. I hate
Yeah,
that guy.
well, fuck them both.
It's like awesome watching this Tatis and Shohei rivalry thing going on. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like Ohtani's hit like 5 home runs in the last 5 games.
I love that Drew can literally have softballs for names and he'll just fuck them up every time. We're going to talk about Ben Simmons later. He's going to be like Ben Simons.
Let me look here quick. Pronunciation. No, I'm just kidding. Home run leaders. Oh, man. I forgot about Vlad Guerrero Jr. He's actually leading right now. Well, he's tied with Shohei at 23 home runs. And then Tatis Jr. is 22.
I saw Ohtani's doing the home run derby, I think, this year.
Is he?
I think so. Yeah, he said he'd do it.
I'm still convinced that does actually affect them in the back half of the season.
Might. We'll find out. I feel like a lot of people who win it or at least do it struggle after, so I'm sure there's something there.
There was this kid. He got Tommy John surgery, and he passed away like 2 days later.
Damn.
That's all I got. Oh, and then all this spider tax shit going on right now. All the foreign substances on the gloves. It's like
that begins
huge
today.
issue.
Yes.
It's
So
just so.
you guys been following that? So apparently it's like I don't know who's been calling it out, but they're saying that all the pitchers are using some sort of a sticky substance to get a higher spin rate on the ball. And since it's been an issue and brought to like the headlines, spin rate in the MLB has dropped significantly. So like people are stopping it. But now officially today they can stop the game if they see a spike in spin rate, and the head coach on their team can challenge them, and they'll go and check their hands and gloves to see.
I thought it's always and their hat. I thought it's always been a thing though that they can go out anytime, but now they like have technology where they can check spin rates and look at that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yes, and it's also, Cody, that the opposing coach doesn't have to say anything. The umpire can just go look.
Oh, can they go and
They
check?
used to have to wait until someone said something.
Someone says something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is
I
there
remember there was a bunch of guys they'd put shit under their hats and people would go out and check them. And
Is there still pine tar on the? Do they still use that on the bats for grip?
Yeah.
So wouldn't there be like residual pine tar in your hands if you're a pitcher and you're batting a little bit? I don't know how sticky it is.
you're probably wearing gloves though.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Good point. Good point.
Can pitchers wear gloves? Teddy Bridgewater.
You know what? I saw an old video of Greg Maddux, and I guess I never really like appreciated or like saw a lot of his pitching. That dude was a fucking magician with his pitches. Like that stuff would start like 3 feet outside and just come in and go right down the plate. Like every one of his pitches was insane. Like
Yeah, he was a beast.
his control was ridiculous.
I bet he cheated. And I actually think
Oh, yeah.
Barry Zito, if you look at his curveball sometime, it's amazing. He's probably just got all over his belly or something.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
tar everywhere.
Like,
You
he's
wanna
got
hear-
a bellyache again tonight. He's just rubbing his belly.
Every one of his games is the flu game.
Just not feeling good.
He's got that flu again.
You guys want to hear something funny about Barry Zito? When I was young, I used to like stalk like players and like send them like their cards in the mail and like find their addresses and like email addresses and just I was that dude who was just bored at home doing weird shit. And I emailed Barry Zito one time and he like responded to me within like 10 seconds. But then he never responded again, so I must have just caught him at a really good time. But he like said like thanks for being a fan and just like it was just funny because then I like kept trying to reach out to him and he just never responded.
This fucking kid keeps sending me messages.
I sent him a picture of my Ken Griffey Jr. glove. I said, "How cool is this glove?"
That reminds me, not related, but do you know who Ben Zobrist is?
Yeah.
He's going through a divorce right now. His wife is sleeping with the pastor that like walked him through marital advice. Yeah. She's gonna lose a lot of money for doing that.
Oh my God, that's insane. Can you get fired for that? That's like committing adultery.
Absolutely. Like, he's definitely not a pastor anymore.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Hide your wives.
Or is it Pastor Troy? Anything else in baseball? Otherwise, we could go on to a NHL. Vegas Knights, baby, tied it up last night against the Canadians. Kind of took back the home ice. They're going back to Vegas for Game 5, which is exciting. What are you guys' thoughts? They benched Fleury after fucking up that one play the other night. Benched him. Lehner had a good game yesterday, and he was like calling out all the haters. But I guess, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Like, Fleury has saved so many games and done such a great fucking job, and then he made one mistake where the puck got stuck in his skate and they bench him. Like, I don't know. It seems a little extreme, but I mean, what are your guys' thoughts?
I mean, it's like an in-game mistake, so I guess I can't really back what the Knights are doing. If it was something like stupid off the, when he was off the team and he was away or whatever, and he did something dumb to get in trouble, I get it. But he made an in-game error.
An error, yeah. It's the same thing as like if you just misjudge like a shot and you miss it and they score. It's like the same shit. Like, I don't know.
But now it looks good though, because they gave him a whole game off to rest, and now he can come back and be a little bit more fresh for the rest of the series.
Or do you think they're going to keep Lehner in?
Can they put both of them in the net? I don't know how hockey works. Just put them both out there.
I don't know, but those games are getting chippy, man. There's a lot of punches being thrown. It's kind of awesome. The one dude got Suzuki on the Canadians got punched in the face yesterday, and the ref just ignored it.
Oh, I saw an article headline saying they're turning a blind eye right now.
They are, dude. There's some shit going on. I like it.
What I think is my favorite McFlurry is Oreo. Thanks for asking. And second, do you think there's more to the story? Like, he probably got into a fight with the coach, right?
I don't think so.
You don't just get benched for that.
I don't know, man. Apparently he was in good spirits and like joking around, and he was like reenacting it like in practice. Like, he kept reenacting that play. So like it sounds like he's in good spirits and like whatever, but I don't know. I mean, he's older, so maybe he just needs a rest game or two.
Maybe it was rest and we're all just kind of speculating, and
yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah.
What's the other series? It's Tampa Bay and New York.
Yep. Islanders, Lightning tied up. They're playing tonight, I believe, just started.
Yeah, right now, Tampa Bay's up 2-0.
Oh, okay. I don't know who I'd want in either of those teams, but
yeah, I don't want either. No, I don't want it.
I don't want either. Let's see here. NFL? Any updates?
I got one update in the NFL.
Oh,
this one's for you, Drew. You guys drafted this defensive tackle, Jalen Twyman. He was shot 4 times in the belly, I believe, this last weekend while sitting in a car visiting his aunt in Washington, D.C. So he's expected to make a full recovery, and they're flesh wounds. But
holy shit,
that sounds like a Vikings issue.
Wait, but actually, like, what happened? It was just like somebody just shot him?
He was just in the backseat of a car, and I'm assuming that whoever he was with, they had beef with someone else out there and just came up and started banging on him.
Damn, that's crazy. That's a lot of times he gets shot.
4 times, yeah.
Sure.
One's too many for me. I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah. Speaking of taking shots, Eli Manning has a new business operations role with the Giants. I think they're just bringing him back as a ball boy, but they're just calling him business operations. They're just going to let him run around on the sidelines for a little bit, I think, make funny faces.
He's the GOAT.
There was some breaking news over the weekend involving Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. That's why I'm wearing my Packers gear today. He did renew his membership at the Green Bay Country Club. So I am considering that a foul, and he is coming back.
That is a good sign, actually. Or he just doesn't give a shit about money and was like, okay, here's a couple $1,000. I don't care. Maybe it's trolling.
It's off.
Yeah.
He forgot to cancel.
He just forgot. Everyone's talking about it on Twitter. He's like, fuck, I knew I forgot something.
Thanks, guys.
Just pissed. They're like, no, you got to show up in person to cancel it. You can't do it over the phone. He's like, well, fuck it. Just charge it.
Him and that membership are probably the same as like me and my PlayStation Network membership. I forget to cancel. It's like $9.99 a month. And every time I see it go through, I'm like, damn, I should probably call and cancel that. He is probably the same level of concern. Like, shoot, I got to do that at some point.
That's my Xbox EA Sports membership. Every 12 months it renews, and I haven't played Xbox in 4 years. Give me every time.
I still say that if I had to put $1 million on it, I say he plays for you guys.
Now, would you bet $1 million at once, or would you do $50 a day?
I want the $1 million stat.
Oh, good Lord. Do you guys have anything else in tailgating?
Oh yeah, one more thing about the Knights. So I was really hyped up when they were talking about the Vegas odds. Like for them to take the series, it was like plus 550 or something obscene, like the highest favorite in the finals here. And they're not playing like they're that big of a favorite.
No.
They're really pushing these games to the edge.
Their goalie's been really, really good. Like we had double the shots the other game and we lost. Like that's insane.
Their goalie, from what I understand, again, I'm a Knights fan. I'm not a huge NHL fan, but he is like comparable to Fleury is, and he's one of the top 3 goalies in the league.
Yeah, I think his name's Drew Carey or something.
Drew Carrymore.
Drew Carrymore.
Is his name really Drew Carey?
No, his last name's Carey or his first name's Carey. I don't know. Carey Price, I think his name is.
Carey.
Carey David Price. All right.
Wait, I got one more thing. The Wild, you know that little Russian star that they had? He's this young stud. He was killing it. Anyway, he's going to leave. He's going to go to the Russian league.
Damn, really? Wait, who is he on the Wild?
Yeah.
Just, you guys suck that bad that they're just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, dude. Fucking terrible. Caprio Capreza or something like that.
No, I remember you talking about him.
Yeah, he's a beast.
I do have a question. You guys know that little dude he's all over social media. It's like Khabib. Looks like Khabib's kid. He went viral because he punched a guy in the face of the gym and ran away.
Are those kids or are those humans?
He's really 18 years old.
No. He's like 40.
Oh, I thought he was 18.
Yeah, Hasbullah.
Hasbullah.
He's 40?
He's like 35 or 40 or something. Where is it? Yeah, he's like him and this one other. They both have this disease. Oh, no, he's 18. You're right, Cody. I don't know why I keep getting fucked around with.
But you're thinking of Danny DeVito.
But still, it is kind of entertaining to watch that little man move.
Yeah, and Cody, that guy he punched, that was Khabib.
No, it was like wasn't it a chubby dude sitting on the ground, the one that I saw?
They were in a fun house, and it was Khabib. It just looked really small. Bad joke, didn't
It's a mirror.
That's a mirror. Okay.
First quarter. All right, first quarter. What sport is the most difficult to win a championship in, NBA or NFL? Cody?
We can throw the NFL in there too. And the MLB and the NHL.
I just said NFL.
And the Olympics. And
Cody, you want to go first?
Not really. I don't have a good answer. There's like so many pros and cons to each side. It's like in the win or go home scenarios with like the NFL, it's like the better team can lose. It's just any given Sunday.
I would say it's almost based on how many people are playing at the same time. Like not directly, but kind of directly. So like I would say the NBA over the NFL because like a team is hit harder if you lose like one key player on an NBA team versus on an NFL team. Like you can at least get somebody in who can like kind of make up for that person in the NFL, or like other people you can scheme it so like they'll make up for that person. Whereas like the NBA, it's like if you lose a big piece, like your team is going to take a hit.
So
okay, but it's a 7-game series though. So it's like they have time to heal and come back and make a push. So it's like if the Packers lost Aaron Rodgers in the...
No, I'm saying if he like leaves the team, like...
Oh, they meant injury.
No. Like if you like you're going to the next season and like a guy leaves you, like it can make or break your season. Like if Giannis leaves all of a sudden, or say like, I don't know, one of our pieces left before the season, you'd be like, fuck, our season is over. Like there's no way we're going to win. Whereas like, I don't know, Bakhtiari left or like Aaron Jones left, you could be like, all right, well, we can make this work. Like next man up, we can make this work. We'll see what happens. No? Maybe?
I was kind of just thinking the scheme of the playoffs as in, one game and move on, or a 7-game series, or a 4-game best of 4 or whatever.
Sorry. Guess I was thinking too much about Cody's question.
But I mean, that could go for any. Yeah, so that hurts any sport though. If you lose your best player, it's going to be hard to make the playoffs. Look at the Minnesota.
But I'm saying it's easier to cover if you have more people.
This is
like
a dumb
baseball.
question.
If you lose a guy, like you're going to get hit less than the NBA, in my opinion.
So if the Packers don't get Rodgers back, you think we can still make it to the NFC Championship because we could scheme around him not being there?
Maybe if you get like Teddy Bridgewater, something brings somebody in. It could happen. It's probably more likely to happen than losing Giannis and going to the conference finals.
I don't know, because we won a game where Giannis shot 1 for 7 from 3, and I think he shot like 30% from the free throw line. And I think anyone could do that. Drew could do that.
Well, not Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons cannot.
Ben, I did see a skit today where it was Shaq and Chuck. They wrote down the team they thought Ben Simmons was going to play on next year, and Shaq had a Japanese league team, and he's like, "Konnichiwa."
I think him and Joe Harris are going to be teammates on a Chinese team for sure.
Drew, what do you think?
All right, so this is a dumb question, but it needs to be said. So, like, obviously, football doesn't do a series just because it's way too physical, right?
Yeah.
Like, why don't they should do a 3-game, like, Sunday to Sunday, Sunday. Give them a week of rest.
It'd be fun. It'd be a hell of a long season, but I mean, it'd be fun.
You just won the Super Bowl. How do you feel? Well, we're getting ready for the week 1 of the next season. And,
OTAs are next week, so we're pretty excited for that. I was
Aaron, you
going to
gonna
my
show
wife
up?
and kids, but nope.
I don't know. I guess all in all, I think the single elimination format for playoffs is a little more difficult to win.
Yeah.
It's like a bad team can play really, really well one night, and it doesn't completely squash their team for going all the way, because they can bounce back in the other 6 games that are on the schedule. But then you can also argue it's really hard to beat a team 4 times once you start to learn each other's tactics and matchups.
And you're losing like home, like the home field advantage or home court advantage is changing too, versus you just get a play at home versus, I don't know.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Anything else with the championships there? Great question. Sorry, I misunderstood it.
No, that's a whole different dynamic, though. I guess you're kind of bringing in which sport would be more difficult to make the playoffs in,
or to win a championship.
Well, you're just saying like trying to make it to the playoffs, essentially. The playoffs themselves are a whole different question.
Yes, yeah.
What seed are the Hawks anyway?
4 or 5, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean they're up there.
They're a 5 seed.
When was the last time a 5 seed made it to the NBA Finals?
Good question.
A 5 seed's never won it.
Never won it. 6 seed has once. 4 seed has once.
The Miami Heat were a 5 seed last year. So the Heat last year, COVID year, they were a 5 seed, weren't they?
I think so. 4 or 5. 5? All right. Well, this kind of leads us into the next quarter I was going to do. Just NBA updates and talks about what's kind of currently going on. So Kemba just got traded away from the Celtics, apparently to free up some cap space to be able to keep Tatum and Brown. That's an interesting move, but I mean, the Thunder are loaded with picks for the next 6 years. It's insane.
They just keep absorbing players that are trying to get moved because of cap space. They did the same thing with who was Al Horford? He went there. CP3 went there.
They just got Horford back. No,
The
wait.
Celtics did?
The Celtics got Horford, yep.
So that was
Did Carmelo go there for like a day?
Yeah. Well, he played a little while there. He went to the Hawks for a day. He never.
That's right.
So they're essentially just paying a bunch of money to stock up on picks in the future over the last few years, which is pretty cool.
I think this coming draft they have 5 of the first 36 picks or something like that. It's insane.
They're gonna trade them all and move up for Cade Cunningham.
Well, the Bucks advanced, which was pretty cool. So they somehow beat the Nets in 7 in overtime. Do you guys watch that whole game? I'm guessing yes. Maybe not, Drew.
No, tell me about it, please.
Just Bud is a terrible coach. We got
Bad coaching. It was horrible coaching. Players played well. Durant almost sunk us, but his foot was on the line, so it was a 2 instead of a 3. So it tied the game to go to OT. And then he airballed the game winner at the end of OT. So.
Jeez. Did you tell him his foot was on the line when he shot it?
Yeah.
Foot on the line.
Got him good.
Threw him
Now,
up.
everyone's saying the thing. They're like, well, Milwaukee was this close to getting bumped or whatever because his foot was on the line. But I'm like, also, if he shoots that shot the same way and he's 5 inches back, does he miss it? Does he hit front iron? Does it hit the front of the rim, bounce off the backboard, and go in still? That alters a shot.
I saw that.
Or is he that good of a shooter? He just adjusts and puts it in.
I think he's that good of a shooter. He made some.
Yes.
That whole series. I'm
He's so
glad that
good.
we won, but it's just watching him.
He's so good. I saw a thing today. Somebody was like, "Oh, choke artist Durant." I was like, "What?"
Shut the fuck up.
I'm like, "You are not a basketball fan. You know nothing about basketball if you're saying that he choked, because that dude is incredible and he did everything he could for them to win." So
I finally agreed with Stephen A on one thing today, the first time in history. He was explaining why the Nets got bumped from the playoffs, essentially, with injuries and everything, and his number one reason was just karma. It's like the basketball gods don't like that. No more stacking teams. They'll hit you with injury. They'll hit you with bad calls.
no more stacking teams, and also no more fucking flopping all the time. Holy Jesus, I can't stand watching Harden, man. I can't wait till they change that next year. And hopefully they're more strict on it, because Harden will not even be close to being a leading scorer in the league if they crack down on that.
I just like that one. I think it was his last game where Harden went up and Giannis was just standing there and he fell down and he was like already falling without being touched, and the ref just like shrugged at him like, I don't know what you want me to call.
Dude, it's insane. Like, God, it's so bad.
Did Giannis run the point the whole game?
No, he was giving it to Drew quite a bit.
Yeah. I feel like that he's actually, like, maybe it's because of social media and people bitching, but like he's been chilling with his threes the last like 2 games. And like,
Banks won home though. That was a big 3.
Oh my God. I still think he should never shoot.
Bad timing or what, Sean?
He just should never be in that situation to shoot him. Like, if you can't make your free throws, don't even attempt 3-pointers. Like, figure that shit out first, and then shoot threes. Like, you shouldn't. He shot like 7, or I think he finished 19% in the playoffs for threes. It's like, stop shooting them. Like, I don't know.
He has been limiting it.
That's not your job.
What the fuck is going on with him at the free throw line? Why is it taking him 14
It's
seconds?
mental. Also, I was watching his thing, and like, so he bends his knees and he goes down. Watch him next time. And then he takes away the whole point of using your legs in your shot. So he bends, comes up to the top, straightens his legs completely, then brings the ball up and shoots it. So your legs are irrelevant at that point. It's like, you got to shoot it as you're coming up so he gets legs. So that's why he airballs shit all the time, because it's like he comes up like an idiot and he just throws it. It's like, what are you doing? How is there not a coach that goes through that? And they're like, Giannis, that's not how you shoot a jump shot, is it? Okay, well, let's adjust it. But no, they're just like, just fucking.
So do you think he should start doing jump shots from the free throw line?
Fucking, why not? No, I think you should have that motion, though. Like, in a jump shot, you should release as you're coming up. And, like, his free throws are not like that. But, I mean, shoot a jump shot. If he makes it, yeah, do it.
Yeah, you can't really change his mechanics, though, this far into the playoffs.
Yeah, you can, because if you're shooting that bad, change anything you fucking want. Would you rather just keep airballing and shoot fucking 20% from the line, or like adjust it? Maybe he sucks just as bad. Maybe he doesn't.
I don't know.
It's kind of like when you're golfing, Sean, and someone's trying to tell you advice, and you're already fucking 7 over. It's like, shut the fuck up. Let me go to 9. Give me a second.
Well, for me, that would only be like.
Except we're not getting paid $300.
So I could still make adjustments on hole 3 if I had to.
So we're not getting paid $400 million, and a whole city is not on our backs. So.
You want $50 no, this is contentious, but I think you guys lose that series if Kyrie plays and Harden doesn't. I think you guys were more afraid of Harden, you said before.
A healthy Harden.
Kyrie. He's close.
A healthy Harden. There was one play that
true.
I think it was game 6 that it kind of showed me his hamstring was still pretty fucked up. He had a steal and he was near half court, and he could have easily beat out Lopez on a fast break. And he like took one step and just stopped and started dribbling the ball. And it's like Harden would have been down the court and trying to force a contested layup if he could have.
Right.
True. I do kind of take that back, though, about the Kyrie thing, because like I actually probably would be more scared of Kyrie, just because he's just better all around. Harden relies on getting fouled all the times, like so much. And just this series was just so like evident that that's all he tries to do. I mean, the whole season, that's all he does. But Kyrie, like, you forget about him being so clutch with like the Cavs and everything. It's like that dude's a hooper. So it's like, honestly, I'd probably actually be more scared of a healthy Kyrie than a healthy Harden, honestly.
When the Cavs won, I was more impressed with Kyrie than I was with LeBron. Granted, though, LeBron's on your team, though. Like, you're going to be better.
Well, like in the fourth quarter, dude, Kyrie made so many clutch shots. He was like, he won LeBron some championships. Like, yeah, LeBron was busting his ass for 3 quarters or whatever, but Kyrie made some great plays.
I agree.
I think if all 3 of them were healthy, it would have been real ugly. But again,
Should've.
karma, baby. Karma.
Could've
Super teams, don't do it.
been ugly. Oh, don't worry. If a super team loses, LeBron will just fucking cry on social media saying that we need more rest. I told you this would happen. What a fucking.
Someone tore his list apart about the All-Stars that got hurt because he listed like 8 All-Stars that were injured in the playoffs. And it's like, Kyrie came down on his ankle wrong. If he had 2 years of rest, he still would have fucked his ankle up on that.
Yeah.
Harden came into camp out of shape and fat as fuck.
Yeah.
So no, he's still going to injure his fucking hamstring because he's trying to push a lot more weight than it's used to. It's like all these injuries are justifiable basketball.
And like AD, he was dealing with that shit the entire fucking season. It's like that had nothing to do. Like, oh my god, none of them. It didn't make sense. As soon as he said it, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, he's like, you guys can't even see all the good players that you want to see play. I'm like, I'm literally watching pretty much everybody I want to play right now. So what are you talking about?
Knock on wood. I'm not even gonna say nothing, but
like, what are you crying about?
I'm not gonna
Dante DiVincenzo or some shit? Like,
dude, that's kind of a bigger blow than you think. He's a good piece.
No.
Thanasis is playing in the first half.
Yeah, but Bobby Portis isn't. Explain that shit to me.
What's he dealing with?
Nothing. Apparently, it was a matchup thing. I'm like, I don't give a shit. If he doesn't play this next, Giannis hugged him at the end of the game, and he's like, "We're gonna need you, man." And I don't understand it. He's been shooting after games, like staying late on the court and just like shooting around. But it's like, what?
I think his glaucoma was building up real bad, and his eyes were like about to pop out his head even more. So they're like, no, we're not pushing you tonight, boy.
I just don't get how he could be like the sixth man, and then all of a sudden we get to the playoffs, the biggest series, and they're just like, you know what? Let's not play him at all.
Did he didn't touch the court?
No.
I guess I never really noticed. I was so focused on like yelling at Drew Holiday for being 3 for 18
oh
or
my
something.
God, dude. Drew Bledsoe. He's turned into playoff Bledsoe because he's bad in the playoffs. I love him, but he's
just to clear it up. That's not a shot at actual Drew Bledsoe.
No, Drew Bledsoe.
That was an Eric Bledsoe shot.
I hope that Bobby Portis sucks and goes back to the G League and I can hang out with him in Vegas again.
Yeah, dude, I was thinking, like, I just got an email the other day about tickets for Vegas, and I was like, damn, dude, I've really actually missed that. Like, I want to go back soon.
Bachelor party
in Vegas at the Summer League. All right, should we go into halftime? Do we want to call anyone, or what do you guys want to do for halftime?
Craig's the man.
Hello, is this Craig Hackenmiller?
Oh my
God. What's going on? You're on the Brats and Beers podcast, baby.
I can't think right now. I'm changing my place on my mower.
That's a perfect time for a little halftime show. Your son insisted that we called you, so here we are.
You can do it. There's no embarrassment.
Do you have a minute?
I do have a minute. I have if I make it to a minute and 30 seconds, that's it.
Well, we better get to moving. Do you know how this halftime game works with the 3, 5, and 7?
Yes, I
do. Nice. Drew, you got the timer ready?
Ready.
All righty. I'll give you a countdown from 3, and we'll start it up.
All righty.
3, 2, 1. Name 3 Bloody Mary mixes.
Mrs. T's, Miss Mary's, and the Galena stuff that Drew just bought me.
5 inactive Timberwolves players.
Inactive?
Yeah, who like past players.
J.R. Ryder. Lou Richardson. Does it count like if I say the current point guard?
No.
Let's see. Oh, who's the coach? I don't know. Can I pass?
Sure. 7 Twins pitchers, past or present.
Herb Lylevan, Frank Viola, Barreros. Jeez. I got so many this year. Jim Cott, Rich Johnson, Bill Jackson, and how many's that?
6, I think.
And well, actually, those last two don't count. They made up names.
It's so much time.
Are we? Is it done?
All right, that's a minute 30.
My mind's elsewhere.
Oh, we caught him at a bad time. Dang.
You did.
Drew, what do you
Sean,
have
tell
to
him
say?
you're gonna be kicking yourself later.
I know. I'm not really, but
Bunch of names are gonna come to you.
come up anymore.
I said that. I'm like, why aren't you calling your family Drew? But he wanted me to, so
Yeah.
I got to play the bad guy.
Yep.
Well, thank you for coming on. Get back to changing your lawnmower blades and keep your hands off Barb, please. Okay.
All right. I saw that, but yeah, well, tomorrow's my anniversary, 36 years.
Oh, happy anniversary. I'll allow it then, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All righty. Have a good night, Craig.
Yep. Sorry, guys.
No, that's fine. It was fun.
Right.
See ya.
John, if I would have called him, they would have looked and denied it. He tells me every day, do not call him.
I think that
He's like,
he
I
was
will
confused
do
with the
so bad.
Timberwolves question, like no longer in the league.
I think so.
Because he
Too.
might have wanted to say like Ricky Rubio, but he's currently
He
playing on
did.
another team.
No, he's on the Timberwolves.
Oh, I came back this year. No one
Yeah.
watches him.
Well, we're going to give him a final score of
1 minute 30 seconds.
1 minute and 30 seconds.
Damn, he beat my ass.
All right, that was Craig, Drew's dad. So thank you for coming on, Craig. You got a minute 30. Woo. Let's talk about. You guys want to do a little quick quarter three? You guys want to do like a quarter three about NFL excitement for next season?
No, I don't.
No.
No. I want to do a random quarter if that's okay with you fellas.
Let's do a random quarter. This will be
No.
quarter 3 and 4.
No, I don't.
Yeah. No.
What do you think, Sean?
Let's rock it, Drew.
Let's do a random quarter.
All right. So first random thing is I want to give you guys an update on my Jersey Shore experience that I'm dealing with right now. So I'm at an episode where Dina brought this guy back to Smush, and he had a hic. And instead of saying a normal thing, he said that his sister gave it to him. So what's worse, having a hickey or saying your sister gave it?
What if he was just trying to be like transparent? Maybe they were wrestling around and that was like a sneak attack and she got him with a hickey and he had a big date that night and he's like, I'm not going to lie to her. I really like this girl.
What if she's Asian? It was just like, sucky, sucky.
He said that his sister bit him. And he's very Italian. They're over in Italy right now. And yeah, so anyway, this show just keeps getting weirder and weirder every time I watch it.
Is it super weird that they're like older now?
Yeah, and like Ronnie's been to jail like 5 times, I think. JWoww's still definitely super ugly. I like her.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I'm sorry. We don't have to do this quarter if we don't want to. I have a bunch of random stuff if we want to talk about it.
All right. Well, that was the first part. Let's keep them rolling. Jersey Shore is weird.
Fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter is something me and Cody were kind of discussing earlier, but it's about these new treatments that people are researching on reversing aging. And I was thinking about it when I was running today, 5 miles, no flex zone. I'm wondering if it will come into play into sports in the next 10 years. So Cody, we were kind of talking about NDP and the mitochondria.
Jeez, your internet keeps going in and out.
Oh God!
It wasn't bad for a little, so I was just smirking, and then that last sentence was like.
Oh God!
Right.
I don't know what we're doing right now.
All right, you guys want to play an overtime game?
So you think it's gonna come into sports, Drew?
Drew, it's already in sports.
Well, I know they're doing the hyperbolic chambers and stuff, but if
You know,
it gets
they're
to be where they're
taking-
taking the
They're taking all the supplements and shit. I mean, it's not necessarily like a pharmaceutical advantage right now. It's just different supplements and lifestyle things that help improve your mitochondrial health. That's all it is.
But I thought they were like coming out with these medicines that are going like so back in the day, Russia did this for sure, but like they would give these supplements and they thought it was like a cure for obesity because everyone was getting skinny off of them. But they were actually overheating and then they would die. And that's how the FDA actually came to be a thing, is because of these pills. So it's like eventually we're just gonna get smarter and smarter, and we are gonna have a pill for obesity, and Cody's gonna make it. God damn it. Let's just erase this.
Alrighty, so Jersey Shore is weird, and Big Pharma will make us all young in the future.
So they were analyzing Ronnie's mitochondria the other day, and they didn't know much about it. They just knew it was the powerhouse of the cell.
Damn, Sean bringing back that fucking science from high school.
Oh, Drew, I was trying to pay attention for as long as I could.
Oh God! I guess we can only have.
I do wonder, Drew, if that's
talk
going to
about
happen.
sports.
But how?
No, don't even get into it. Erase this whole segment. I'm so embarrassed.
Ting Tang, Walla Walla Bang. All right. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, Ting Tang, Walla Walla Bang Bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, Ting Tang, Walla Walla Bang Bang.
Sorry, everyone. That was Drew's internet connection. Oh my God.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys. I'm gonna kill myself tonight. So.
Holy shit. Oh God. I don't remember the last time I cried on this podcast, but damn,
This is gonna be the worst.
that was hilarious. I think we just found ourselves a episode title.
The worst part is how he says the ooh is just it's like ooh. Oh God damn it.
It's good stuff. So do
All
I,
right.
Big Pharma, man. It's doing it. All right, Drew, anti-aging. It's going to take over.
No. Erase all of that.
All right, we're spinning. Oh my God, that was hilarious. I'm crying. Hands up. Oh, we can't do this. Oh, we can't. Wait, Jesus Christ.
Whoa. They were fucking stoked for this one.
Yes. Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, goodness. Can I start?
Sure.
All right. Zach Randolph.
Nice. I'm going to go Mark Gasol.
Ja Morant.
Mike Conley.
Ooh. Who is on? Jaren Jackson.
Jonas Valanciunas.
That was the only one that I knew. That Gay Collins dude was a Grizzly, wasn't he?
Oh, I think. Oh, was he? He was a Wizard.
Yeah, sleeve of Wizard.
Good name drop though. That was pretty good. Well, we'll give it to you. Who's that guy? What's his face? God, who's even on their team? I honestly can't even think right now. I'm literally drawing blanks. I'm just bowing out.
Tyus Jones.
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
Did Ricky Rubio go to the Grizzlies before he came back to Timberwolves?
I don't think so.
I think he was a Jazz in the Sun, but I wanted to say Ricky though before Cameron.
Oh man, Grizzlies. No idea.
He was Jason Collins was on the Grizzlies. Good job, Cody.
Thank you.
For 1 year. You got anyone, Cody?
Grizzlies.
Oh God, I'm an idiot. There's a Duke player.
No, I'm just gonna bow out. I don't know. Not a huge Grizzlies guy.
Yeah.
Drew, can you win it? I think he won it, but
I know which Duke player you're talking about, and I can't think of his name.
you know.
He's the douchebag, right? He's tripping people all the time.
Yep.
Um,
Grrr. We hated this dude in
Grayson
college,
Allen.
too. Yeah.
Fucking damn it.
I mean, there's Kyle Anderson. There's Dylan Brooks. God,
Brooks. Yeah.
Dylan.
kind of embarrassed that I didn't know more.
Did anyone say Mike Conley?
Yeah, I think you did. I think that was your second.
That's where my brain goes when I do those things.
Yeah. Dan, that was a rough one. But Drew, you won. Congrats, dude. Second week in a row.
Man.
All right. I think that's the end of the episode. Good stuff, everyone. Thank you for listening. You guys got anything this week?
In like a couple weeks here, a town next to us is doing a Brat Days. I think I might do some promo up over there.
Dude, hell yeah. Do it. Do some promo. That'd be pretty cool. All righty. Thank you guys for listening. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
But
Brewing and we cooking, brewing and we cooking, brewing and we cooking, brewing and we cooking. When I circle off the square glass, from the triangle for a star pass. New era in the scrimmage from the tip off. Sip and go, celebrate a smoky thick broth. Underdog, make it to the contender. Coming through this header when you're straight fender benders. Stopping in the octagon, swinging in circles. Research the game like your name's Steve Urkel. This game time, coach with a PT, B&B PC. Tap in and beat the Southpaw finna leave, y'all shook it.